Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone's Wednesday going today? My name is John. I'm with my Amazon guy. I hope everyone's doing well on this. Did I just shake the table? My goodness. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? I am a little bit smoggy here on the East Coast. I don't know if everyone's heard about what's going on in Canada. I hope everyone's okay up there. There's a lot of forest fires or big fires that are going on in Canada, and the smoke and the wind is coming straight down the East Coast. So much so that there was if you hear upstairs, my daughter's home coughing from school. We got all the windows closed. It's crazy. Yesterday, the sun was like blacked out. Very smoggy. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Hope everyone is doing well where they're all located. Drop a like in the comment. Let me know exactly where you guys are located and calling in from. Love to hear from you. Let's see what we have. Any comments or hellos today, Ryan? What do we got going on here? Kevin says hello from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, how are you? I'm always going to remember land of lakes and lakeland. And Kevin, you're always tuning in. Appreciate all the support you're giving us, my man. And I think we have Ellie Digg says, do you provide listing help and services? Absolutely, we do. That's what we're doing here every Wednesday at noon, 12 noon Eastern time. Tuning in here, drop an ASIN in the comments below, and we're happy to jump on, review it live. We'll dissect every question that you have about your ASIN. I was actually on a interview earlier today talking with another podcast that I'm going to be on, and his question to me was basically, hey John, so what do you do in Amazon? Like, what is your specialty? Right? Everyone's getting on there talking about, I'm the best at PPC, I'm the best at SEO, and I'm the best at what's your thing? I tell them, I say, I'm the merchandising guy. I'm the one that's going to tell you exactly how your listing should be well merchandised. Is it telling the story? Is it giving you that us versus them? Is it talking to the customer avatar? Is it showing me why you? What are the features? Not the benefits, not the features. All this kind of good stuff, right? So I would say that my biggest strength in the Amazon community is merchandising. So we have Ellie Digg from New York City. Oh, Abdul's from Pakistan. Hello, Abdul. What time is it in Pakistan right now? Ellie Digg is in New York City. Well, hello, I'm in New York City as well. So you're a neighbor. So you're seeing exactly what's going on with all this smog that's outside, which is not fun. So hope everyone's kind of doing well with that. Grigor says, hi, John. Nice to see you again. I'm located in Montreal, and this is the third day when we don't see the sky because of the smoke. Hopefully this will get better. Grigor, I hope you're doing well up there. It's crazy what's going on. Please be safe out there. Yeah, and we're getting all of that on the downwind, and I couldn't even see the sun really yesterday. It was like a weird color. Be safe. Keep your windows closed. Take care of yourself for sure. Hughie or Huggy says, hi, John. Hello. Where are you calling in from today? Or where are you writing in from? But yeah, so getting back more into exactly what I specialize in or what I consider myself to be good at is going to be the merchandising, right? So understanding the merchandising aspect of things. It's kind of where I help. Ellie Dick says, it's about a new product we'll launch soon and needing to work on the listing creation of great listing to get organic position. Yeah, so do you want to give me an idea of exactly what you want to grab a coffee? Yeah, sure. Listen, I'm all down for meeting all of our fans and anyone in the industry. Absolutely. But yeah, tell me more about your product category. And if you don't have an ASIN that's live, we can review. We can take a look into the category and the niche, and I can give you some perspective on that. So let me know, Eli Digg, I'm probably saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. What the category is for something like that, and I can help. Abdul says, hi, Abdul from Pakistan. A lot of my Pakistan friends in here. Welcome. Hughie says, I'm in Germany, Jet. Germany. Germany is a very big market right now. I always tell people, I was on a call earlier today too with a prospect, and they were saying, which is the biggest marketplaces out? And I say, oh, you're always going to have that, .com, .ca/UK, and then right as like a third or fourth is going to be Germany for a lot of people right now. So yeah, Germany is a very, very, very big market for sure. Rough liners, or as Jason would call you, rough riders. I'm out of warehouse space due to inbound inventory. How can I set up a shipment on January 27th for late July? Do I request more space? Is there a MAG SOP? So that's more of a technical troubleshooting question that I'm probably not the guru on, but Mr. Roughliners himself, feel free to email me. I know you have my email, and I'll get that answered for you through Jason. Well, actually, Jason's out this week. I'll get you the answer on that one. I don't know. I don't want to give you bad information, but yeah, I can get back to you on that for sure. Oh, I hope you are well. I'm well. I hope you're well too. JP says pros and cons to selling on Amazon Canada. So pros and cons. Pro would be if you are in Canada and selling on Canada, it's native to you. Con would be something along the lines of, the market is not going to be as big as .com. So the real question is, are you talking about selling in addition to .com, meaning US, or solely on .ca? You're going to see one big pro too with Amazon Canada is you find out it's not as crowded of a space. So you're able to capitalize on areas with less noise versus .com. So .com, there might be 30 brands in the space, whatever you're doing. On .ca, maybe there's only 5. So the competition is going to be a lot lower, but also understand that the sales velocity is going to be lower along with that less competition. So there is some give and take to that for sure. Cyber says, Informer, how you doing? My fave guy. Cyber, I need to know who you are. So you have to tell me who you are, that I remind you of the guy from Snow or Inform, whatever it is. People tell me I look like DJ. Oh, what was his name? There's like a white guy with glasses. It's going to come to me after this. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's funny. Tell me who you are. Do I know you? You trolling me? Abdul says, yes, a lot, but not giving any to new ones. What was Abdul's previous question? Not too sure. Not giving energy to new ones. Okay, got it. Ellie Dig says, it's a night lamp. It's a night table lamp. So it's the first time I list a battery product and no clue. Also, the product is not available. I don't have close competitors to analyze and build the listing. Well, let's take a look. So let's pull up my screen and we'll take a look at night table lamp. So it's a battery operated night table lamp, if that's correct. Let me share my screen. We'll take a peek ski. All right, cool. So let's type in night table lamp battery. So it's probably going to be this cordless night table lamp that a lot of people, it's big on TikTok right now. So with this, a lot of people are putting these little battery operated lamps in your kitchen. That's a big thing on TikTok right now. If you put battery lamp in kitchen trend. So you see here why your kitchen needs a table lamp and all this other kind of stuff. So it's a very big trend right now of bringing kitchen lamps into kitchens. So something like this, right? This is the idea that people are going after because there's no plug over here or you don't want a plug. So something like this, bringing that aesthetic. So that's really where this trend is coming from. So if it's battery operated, you're going to find that there's a lot of different options out here, Ellie Dig. So is it a 2-pack? Tell me a little bit more about it, because you could see here, there's going to be 2-packs. There's going to be more of the traditional lampshade style. There's going to be more of the different looking kind of the traditional stuff. There's something like this. LED says for children. So let's type in for children. So is it something along the lines of like this, like a more comical style light? Or is it more of the color stuff here? So, or is it for babies, like this kind of thing? So you really want to hyper focus on exactly what it's for. Also, I will tell people, if you're doing anything with electronics, like rechargeable, try and make sure that when you're sourcing it, that you're going for a USB-C connector, not a micro USB. That's important because the trend of or the standard is going away from micro USB to USB-C. Even iPads are going to be or USB-C now. Through other, I think the new iPhone is going to be coming out soon with USB-C on it. So USB-C is going to be the standard. So you want to make sure. So batteries are required and it's included. Okay. So let's take a look at if it's a USB-C. This one. USB doesn't tell you what it is. So I would recommend, if you didn't source your product yet, make sure it's USB-C of a charger. Let's take a look at this one. This one more battery operated. So there's gonna be two different options. It's gonna be rechargeable with a lithium built inside, and there's gonna be more of a traditional battery. So tell me a little bit more about that one, Ellie Dig. Try and be as descriptive as possible so I can help you out with that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of different opportunities. And remember that if you do have the Helium 10 plugin installed, you're going to see a lot of China-based stuff. So you see here, China. So it's going to be hard to compete with China, especially on electronics when you're talking about price. So you want to make sure that you're building out the brand, right? So if I click on, this is China Direct, right? This is more of a premium product. So if I click on this, it's going to be hard to compete with China on price, but how can you step up the value prop? How can you do the merchandising? They're talking about the us versus them. So they're getting smarter with this kind of stuff. There's no A+ content here, so not too smart. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. They do have A+ content. They actually have premium A+ content. So they are stepping up their game for sure with branding. So we definitely have to lean into branding and optimization very, very heavily. But yeah, give me more details on that so we can help out. What else you got, Ryan? My poor daughter's coughing upstairs. I hope everyone on the East Coast is doing well. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Blaine says, PPC, if I pay CPC $1 on Broad Apple and 50 cents on Phase, am I cannibalizing? Yeah, Blaine, I am not the one for PPC questions. I'm sorry. On Tuesdays, we have a really good PPC professionals that hop on here. I have other people that run my PPC campaigns for me on my brand. So I'm not the best guy for PPC. But Blaine, tell me about your product. Give me your ASIN, and I could pull up your product for sure and give you a little in-depth analysis on that. But yeah, I'm definitely not the PPC guy. Sorry for late response. Yes, it's chargeable. LED acid battery in building, a lead acid battery in building. Yes, it's chargeable. Yeah, so LED, if you have it for USB-C, so if it's chargeable, make sure it's USB-C when you come out with it. But if you can share any sort of details about it, or if it's not live now and you want to maybe send us an image, Ryan, you could pull up my email if you're still there. John.aspinall@myamazonguy.com. Ellie Dig, feel free to send me an email with just send me an email there with some basic photos of your product and let me know when that's sent over so I can take a look and I can give you some real kind of comparisons to what's in the market and help you out with that. Man, I can smell the smoke really, really bad coming down. Grigor says, what do you think of putting the color variations in the main image? Is this good to have or does not make a lot of sense? Thank you. So I recently on Friday, Jason and I came across, we were looking at an ice cream scoop. And somebody had this and I thought it was really done very well. So this right here. So a lot of people are doing this. I'm a big fan of this. If this is how you're going to be doing it. So you could see here, they're putting what exactly it is, Steven's keyword hack right there. But then also they're doing the color swatch. So that's really, really cool, because otherwise you wouldn't know how many colors were on this until you clicked on the listing to see the variations, right? But with something like this, I can clearly tell from the competitors, like, okay, this one has multiple colors. This one may have multiple colors, but it won't until I click on it. So you see it does, but I wouldn't know that until I clicked on it. So the likelihood of me clicking, if I want, let's say, a minty color, and clicking on this one is not going to be as good. Yeah, Ellie Dig was asking, Ryan, just share my email again, because she's going to send over she's going to send over the photo of the product. We can take a look at it. So talking more about this, I'm a big fan of this. So what you'd want to do is, for something like this, make sure that the product has that tag on it. So if you have 3 or 4 different colors, like this one only has, this is more metal. So it's like a copper color, it's like silver, rose gold, and golds, right? So they're doing this as well, unless this is the same brand. If they are, that's pretty smart. Is it the same brand? It's not, but they're kind of biting off each other. So you can see no one else in the space is doing it, but you won't know until you click on it. So like this one from KitchenAid has other colors, but I won't know that. So from a conversion standpoint, it's gonna perform a lot better. See, these guys are doing it for Happyware is doing it for Made in the USA, but if they have other colors, see, they don't have other colors, so they're leaning into the fact that it's Made in the USA, which is good. But is that going to be the reason that's going to make me click on to purchase? And also, why are we not putting that in the title for them? I don't know. That's a little, so yeah, you could see other people are doing it. Gorilla Grip. That's a massive ice cream scoop. Look at that. It's crazy. But I also like the way that when people do swatches for colors like this versus the actual product. I don't know why. It just suits it a little bit better. But yeah, ice cream scoops, you can see. And the other thing is too, everyone talks about, Amazon says I have to put a plain image with a white background in there. I can't do anything else. How are other people getting away with it? Because Amazon's TOS and best practice is evolving every single day. What was not okay last week is okay this week, and vice versa. So you can see these guys, Gorilla Grip, they're doing a really cool thing here. They're putting, not only instead of a tag, they're putting the packaging, right? And they're putting swatches on the packaging. This is fully within terms of service. So you're able to do this, right? But this is definitely something that is best practice. So any kind of packaging that you have, even if it doesn't look that great, try and include it, because then you're able to add things to it. So for example, you're able to add to this if this wasn't here, or let's say this was made in the USA. Let's take these guys, for example. I'll do a cool little, I know these guys aren't on the call at all, but let's take a look at this, right? I was using this example with someone before, right? So let's take a look. So let's say this is my product, right? I know that the dimensions are a little wacky, but let's say I wanted to put this as made in the USA on the package, right? So if I say made in USA, I'm not saying these guys are made in the USA. I'm just saying this might be best practice if it was. So I would do something like this. Okay. So now you're talking about how it's made in the USA. And a lot of people, the next question will be, oh, well, what happens if they get the packaging and it doesn't say made in the USA on the outside of it? They're going to complain and return it. No, if it's indeed made in the USA and it says it somewhere on the package, like as long as it's made in the USA, they're not going to care. But the idea is to call out certain things, right? Or even if you do this, right? If the product's made in the USA, this is going to greatly enhance the conversion, right? Because it's saying a lot just by the photo. Or let's say, for example, this is a 2-pack. You can do something like this and put the word, 2, and then you do something like, and I'm not saying to do this, if this is not a 2-pack, this is clearly just a 1 ice cream scoop. But if it is a 2-pack, this is going to greatly help with the conversion, right? And this is going to be the same case with anything. So if I was to take, I don't know, if I go into a different category, totally. And I do supplements, which is the noisiest, most crowded, expensive category in the world. If I go to something like this, right? Turmeric, I don't know how to say, and ginger, right? What's the best way to make this listing more, better, well merchandised, however you want to say it, right? Take this here, right? Take this bad boy. Right. And then I'm going to go here. I use Canva for a lot of the stuff. I'm no graphic designer by any means, by the way. So I am just a novice. I play with graphics and Canva and stuff like that. But if I type in here, turmeric, right? Like this is what turmeric looks like. Okay, cool. So let's say some photos of turmeric. And I'll take, maybe I like this one. And I'll put this a little bit smaller here, right? And maybe I'll put the position for this backwards. Okay, and I'll move this over a little bit like this. And I'll take this one, I'll edit it, I'll take the background off of it. Okay, and then it also has ginger, so I'll go to ginger. Okay, here's some ginger, right? So I'll do this. I'll maybe flip this horizontally, and I'll make this a little bit smaller. And now we're talking about some ginger. And I'll send this backwards, and now we're talking about some ginger and some turmeric, right? So now if I also want to showcase what a capsule, is it a capsule? It's a capsule. Photos, capsules. Let's say, I like this one. Yeah. So something like this. And then, did I just screw this whole thing up? I messed this whole thing up. Anyway, I don't want a whole group of capsules. I just want one capsule. So I'm not able to find just one. Oh, here we go. Let's say it's something like this, right? So boop, 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 boop. Do. Now you tell me, what would you click on? This or this? And that's what everyone's doing in the supplement space. They're putting all the ingredients in the background, the berries, the this, or that. So in these plain bottles, they don't tell me much, right? So it's not gonna help conversion if you're not like, this is in flavonoid rapid. I don't know what that does. I don't know what it is. You got to tell me a little bit more for me to click on it. This is a good way to merchandise your listing. That's interesting to click on because you're talking about the ingredients on it. So something like this is doing really well on Amazon, and a lot of people are doing that. Why is that so clear? Anyway, so I hope that helps. So this is a good way to optimize your main listing, and color variations are definitely something you want to do. Cyrus says, "Hey John, I'm from Australia, so I don't know you personally, but Stephen Pope said Stephen Pope should definitely double your rates because you're one of the good guys on Mag." We're gonna snip that. Ryan tagged this one right here. I'm gonna put in for my raise, my annual raise, and make sure Stephen sends me over my $1 million contract. Thank you, appreciate it. Ellie Dick says, actually, this is the product ASIN. The listing is on draft and it's showing as active. Even have not received my inventory. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. B0, C44, S9. This smoke is like, okay. So total cells. Okay. So this is a nightlight. So this is more of a, okay. Why is it holding is it a stylus holder? So brilliant LED light. Enjoy this convenient USB charging, gentle eye protection. Let's take a look. I don't understand exactly what it is, Ellie Dig. So it's a night light, but it charges, powered by the power bank wall. Okay. Oh, pencil sharpener included. Have a handy pencil sharpener integrated into the lamp. Where is the pencil sharpener? Or is it, you mean just a sharp pencil? I'm not sure what this is. Anyway, we need to talk more. The photos need to be way better. The photos are not good. They're not high res. They're not clear, crisp. So, and you have no A+ content. I don't know if you're brand registered or not, but yeah, you definitely need better photos here. So you're talking about blue and white, but what about the pink option? Is a pink option not available? Okay, so the pencil sharpener is in the back of its head. So I'm starting to get it a little bit more, but I don't know why someone would want or need this. So this is not really a night light. It's more of a pencil sharpener. So I would market it more towards being a lighted pencil sharpener versus being a night light, because that's really what it is. So you're recharging it to be unless this is a mechanical pencil sharpener where you're just turning it. I don't know, but I feel like this is not something someone needs. This is something someone wants. We need to talk more about how this is something that they need for sure. But yeah, you need better pictures on this one, because right now I can't imagine anyone really buying this. And does it come with these pencils or no? And then what's this piece back here? I don't know. It leaves me a little bit confused. I need to know a little bit more about this. Tell me some more. Cyber says, also, not sure if this question is okay here, but I'm from Australia and I will be sending to US FBA soon. Do I need to put Made in Australia on the main carton and anything else I need to know? I don't think you need to do that. I don't think that that's required, although I don't know what's best practice with Australian made products. So send me an email, and as always, I'm always happy to help get you the proper information that you guys need if I don't know it. So I'm really the guru as far as the merchandising and listings and stuff like that. But we have our team here at MAG of 300 plus individuals with brains much bigger than mine. So I'll get you the answer on that for sure, Cyber. Just email me, and Ryan will put that at the end of the call today as well. Hifzer, hello, says, I need your wonderful Amazon complete course, but I'm from India. Currency is down. $1 is this. Please give me a coupon code. Well, listen, send me an ASIN to review. And if anyone gives me an ASIN to review, I'm happy to send you a coupon code for an Amazon for one of our MAG courses. Absolutely. So send me an ASIN and I'll do that for you. Love with Pets. Hello. 2 of my listings are showing as variations on product page that I never merged. One of them is out of stock. I tried deleting one and relist, but again, it appears as a variation. No help from seller support. So Love with Pets, send me your ASIN in the chat here, and I'll take a look at it and see exactly what we can do to help for sure. And again, anyone on here that isn't getting the help they need from me, I'm more than happy if you follow up with me after the call or after the show. I'm so used to saying call. I'm more than happy to get our team to action and give you the much needed proper advice. Abdul says, listing need to be optimized. Abdul, probably. Send me the ASIN. Let me tell you what's going on. Blaine says, in your opinion, have you noticed a bump in conversions from going from A+ to premium A+? Also, the turmeric bottle you just did, was that main image compliant? Good question. Yes. So if I pull up supplements, you will notice that everyone is putting ingredients in capsules that's doing things correctly on Amazon. Amazon is loosening their TOS with, as far as we know, for the supplement category, this kind of stuff. You see guys like Bloom that's doing this with 35,000 reviews, and everyone else, because this is talking about ingredients in the product. So you're talking about stuff that's very heavily relevant to the product itself. So you'll see this a lot in protein powders too. So you see here like chocolate pieces, chocolate over here, different here. We have the powder over here, the vanilla bean over here, more chocolate. This one has like pieces coming off of it. Actually, maybe that's on the packaging. You even have like pre-workout's a big one that does that too. I was talking to a couple of people. Pre-workout powder. You see this here. You have like the splash in the background is going to be a little much, to be honest with you. But you know, the product below here, right? This again, it's teetering on the line of, it's talking about how it's a pina colada or pina the daiquiri. That's, you run the risk of getting suppressed for like an alcoholic beverage kind of stuff. Be careful with that. But see, you could see here flavoring. That's cool. I've never seen a blue lemon. Oh, blue lemonade. That's really cool. I like that. But yeah, when you talk about going from A+ to premium A+, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. And a lot of people are probably going to ding me and say, oh no, like premium A+ is amazing. It's good, but you're not going to see a huge lifting conversion, because what's going to happen, you're going to come down here and you have beautiful A+ content. But I've never gone to a listing and I've seen A+, and I was like, nah. And then I went to a premium A+, and I was like, wow, I'm buying this one. All it's going to do, if you have a very demonstrable product that you need to say a lot more, I would see the premium A+ helping the conversion. But I don't see going from A+ to premium A+ going to drastically change the landscape of your business. It's like a nice to have, not a need to have. But if you need to tell more about it, I think it would help. That's my own little 2 cents. Thanks for the question, Blaine. Ryan, what else we got? Sidra says, few tips on product research. Yeah, so talking about product research, Sidra, tell me a little bit more about what kind of products you're looking to research. So if I was someone that's in the space looking at protein powder, for example, and I want to research and source it, right? Like, okay, here's the sponsored stuff, here is the organic, and then I would use things like helium-10 to kind of drill down a little bit further to talk about, okay, like, am I going to do, who's your customer avatar, right? Is your customer avatar going to be women, men, bodybuilding men, more lean athletic men? Are you focusing on millennials? Are you focusing on the older boomer crowd? Are you talking about fruity or more essential stuff, right? Talking about specifically like the protein kind of thing, because I don't know the niche that you're talking about. So I would drill down with that. You have to know your customer avatar first and who you want to sell to, and be hyper-focused on that. From there, that's when you can start to reverse engineer and search what the competition is out there. So Sidra, give me an example of the category you want to talk about, and I can help you with that. Tanya, hi John. Hi, I'm tired. Hi John, I have a question about fashion. Would it be wise to add the actual size on the child variation? So Tanya, talk to me about that. When you say the actual size, do you mean, let's take a look here. So men's shorts, because I need some shorts. So if you're talking about these here, are you talking about the actual size here, or are you talking about here? So when you say actual size of the child, talk to me a little bit more about that. Because a little bit, if you want to talk, are you talking about like if it's a 30, so if you're talking about like a small, medium, large, extra large, do you want to talk about a medium fits this to this size, a large fits this to this? Is that what you're talking about putting on the child? If so, that would definitely help. I know you said child stuff. Oh no, so fashion is child ASIN. So yeah, Tanya, if you have an ASIN, I could take a look at to give you a better example or better advice on that. But yeah, if you're talking about small, medium, large, extra large, and then what a medium fits, like the range, that would definitely help with conversion. Norbs. Hi, John. Just wanted to drop by and say hello. Greetings from the sunny beach in Spain on holiday. You know what? I think you're rubbing it in, because I'm over here working, slinging ASINs and getting on calls, and you're over there relaxing. Oh, wow. They have a Echo Dot Star Wars limited edition stand. Look at that. Oh, sorry, Norbert. Yeah. Tanya says, sometimes I'm out of stock on certain sizes and wondering if adding a sticker on the main image would help reduce wasted clicks. Okay. So we're talking about don't do this. But if you're talking about like this, right, where if you put we're running small through XL, right? And if I'm a 3X, I don't want to click on it because you don't want to waste the click for that. Yeah, I would definitely say that that would help. I would make it where it's more of a tag in the same way as with like the ice cream scoop. This way, it's going to border the line of TOS compliant and not run that issue. So if you make it where it's like a tag coming off of the shirt here, right, or down here or something like that, and talking about the sizing, I think that that's something that would perform well because I get what you're saying, right? So if I had this listing in green and I'm out of stock or something like that on a certain size, you want to make sure it's like, okay, cool. I'm not doing small or medium, so I'm just putting large through 3X. So if I'm small, I'm not going to click on it. Yeah, that would definitely make sense. But Tanya, give me your specific ASIN so I can give you a more streamlined answer with that. But yeah, that definitely does make sense. Roughliner says, Mag did the images for me, but my listing got search suppressed. Yeah, email me on that. We're going to find out what happened with that. I need some more context on that, but we'll definitely assist. I'm brand registered. Send me your email so we can discuss about your services. You were fine. Thanks. Ryan, toss out my email. So Ellie Dig and anyone else on the channel right now, feel free to email me, john.aspinall@myamazonguy.com with any questions that you have that didn't get answered today, or if you gave me your ASIN today and I reviewed it online and you want to redeem or get the redemption code over for the MAG School courses, I'm happy to send that over to you. So if anyone needs to reach out to me, happy to do so. Love to hop on a call directly with you, walk you through it. And we'll talk about how I want to leave New York City, and wherever you live is probably better than me right now. Yeah, fun stuff. Roughliner says, at Ellie Dig, I hired Matt to do a full listing optimization. Highly recommend. Sales increased overnight. They know their stuff. Pew, pew, pew. And I think I was the one that sold you that too. Just saying. Just saying. It's me. I think you have to go through me. The rest of my sales team is great. But me. Appreciate it. Calvin. All right. How's Hobbs doing? Good? 0 BHF GN 9NK. Okay. Also, anyone that's doing this, submitting your ASIN, let me know if it's in the US or what marketplace it's in. So I'm not getting B0 BHF GN 9NK. No, it's not coming up, Calvin. I hope there's no search suppression going on here, but it's not showing up for me. Double check that and paste it again, or let me know, or give me your brand name so I can search it for you. Yeah. So taking a look back at that, right? So yeah, we're going to wait for Calvin to get back to me. Ellie Diggs says, I'll do. Yeah. Roughliner says, oh, Roughliner, thanks for the info. How can we contact Mac? Yeah, Ellie Dig. Ryan, toss out my email again. Anytime anyone needs us, please feel free to reach out to me, john.aspinall@myamazonguy.com. Or if you don't want to email me directly because, I don't know, maybe you don't like my glasses or my hat today, feel free to go to myamazonguy.com/ASIN, and you can submit your ASIN for a review for our team to send you a nice in-depth video talking about areas of opportunities and how we can audit your current listing and increase its overall market share, conversion, and all of that kind of good stuff. So yeah, either email me or feel free to go ahead and submit it online. But yeah, so I'm in the market right now for Ellie Diggs says this is the ASIN. Well, I think we did your ASIN already. Hold on a second. 449. Oh, V, it's B, you silly, it's goose and a gander. YPN. Yeah, Ellie Dig, we did yours. So yeah, feel free to email me and we'll get you that redemption code as well. But I'm in the market for a new television. So let's take a look at TVs. I want to buy a 70-inch TV because the one I have right now is a 50-inch, and we're moving into a new home, and I want to make it nice. But for whatever reason, I'm not going to buy it off Amazon because, and this is like one of those weird situations where I don't buy on Amazon because something like, I don't know why, televisions it's a better deal when you're doing it on like locally, like a Best Buy. But when you click on things like televisions, you're going to see they don't really talk about the us versus them. They're really just talking about why they're better internally. So you're going to see that the big parentage issue with this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, you have a TV with a sound bar, with this sound bar versus that sound bar, and all this other kind of stuff. Oh, Ellie Dick says you're going to email you soon. Appreciate it. So yeah, so it's just going to be something where you're just going to And we're back. We're back. Sorry, guys. So we had some issues with the internet here. So I hope everyone's still with me. Yeah. So the internet went. Apparently, someone hit a pole, and I had to switch over to Wi-Fi access on my phone. So sorry about that. We are all back, rocking and rolling. And yeah. So apparently, someone hit a pole. Be safe out there, guys. Don't speed. Don't drive carelessly. Yeah, we have this thing here in New York City called Citizen app, and it tells you of any sort of issues or problems that are happening in the area. And yeah, sure enough, it just internet went right out, and yep, someone whacked into a pole. So we're on some hotspot access stuff. So appreciate you guys for bearing with me. All right, let's go back into where we were talking about. Thanks, Ryan. Staten Island drivers, Zachary says. Yeah, Zachary, it's not fun. So back to the televisions. So anyone that's still with us, shout out to you guys. Email me and we'll get you a Mag School code just for hanging in there. John.aspinall at myamazon.com. So yeah, so these kind of messy parentages can only do well with huge brands like Samsung, because you're gonna, at the end of the day, when you look at something like the 600B, 60B, 700B, if this is anyone else besides Samsung, I'm not going to do my research to find out what the difference is between this. But because it's Samsung and because it's a higher price tag item, I'm going to find out what the difference is, and I'm going to do my research. So you can't, Cyber, appreciate you for still being here. So you want to be able to make sure that your parentages are nice and clean. So clean parentages are going to make for easier purchases. I just did a review, Pendaflex, and these guys on LinkedIn, I did a review talking about how they had a little bit of a messy parentage. I don't know which listing it was that I had it. Maybe they fixed it since I kind of spoke about it to them. Let's take a look. It was a really crazy parentage where this one. Yes, here's the one. Here's the culprit. File folders, file folders, and file folders, and file folders, or file folders and file folders, 25 box, or file folder. This is what you kind of don't want to do for parentages. They can get very, very messy, and they're doing a ton of units, even with the messy parentage. So can you imagine how many units they'd be doing a month if they had a good parentage? So these are the things I tell people to look out for because it's going to help with your overall conversion. So be very careful. All right, so Calvin, we've got here. Calvin is saying, sorry for that. Here's the ASIN. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. B0C, 1K, PH, V. Aha, supplements. So we are Mayo and D Kiro Inostil. So right off the bat, I have no idea what this product does. So it says Kaya Naturals, estrogen supplements, PCOS supplements. Okay, so right off the bat, this is for women. Most optimal 40-to-1 ratio. Okay. I do like how you have it made in the US. Includes natural ingredients. I always like to tell people, say what the ingredients are if you're going to call out that they're natural. So highest grade in safety. So we talk about this is for women. So, okay, we're talking about PCOS, healthy ovarian, hormonal balance. We're showing children. Is this something for children? Then we go into helps calm the mind, aids healthy hormones, stress management, may aid against belly fat, overall wellness. So that's a lot. You're putting a lot of stuff in there. That this is not a unfortunately, this is not going to be a miracle pill, right? So you want to set the expectations to be a little more realistic. So what does it really do? So assist with healthy hair growth. So if someone has PCOS, they may have hair growth where they're not supposed to, their hormones are imbalanced. So you're showing the bottle. What we're not showing is the ideal customer avatar. So I don't think it's going to be children. So who is it going to be? Let's take a look. No A+ content. So it's a big miss here. So you're not talking about A+ content. So let's take a look at your competitors. So let's look at Mayo. Let's take a look at this. So here's someone in the space doing really well. I still don't know what the product is, but that's okay. I don't have to know. Let's click on the product. Support your monthly well-being. So it's showing a mom with a young kid, healthy diet. Again, they're not really telling me what it is at all. Interesting. So they must be a very heavily named brand. So let's take a look at another option. Here's another good one. So showing a woman looking right at the camera. Great. They're telling me exactly what this stuff does. Restores balance. Okay. Now available as a powder. Okay, they're upselling that. That's good. Patented this. What does it do? Okay, you're telling me everything that it does. I like that. Okay, let's go here. So you're showing me the ingredients and capsules. I mean, they should be showing that up at the top. They're showing the customer avatar, the benefits. So you want to be showcasing this, right? So you have a clear bottle, but you see here how they're talking about the ingredients, like whatever the ingredient is, showcasing that. You're not doing that. So I don't see any ingredients here. You don't have any A+ content. You need that. you need brand story module, you need A+ content. That is a non-negotiable in the health and wellness space for supplements. But also understanding that you have to have something that's going to help me click on this to understand, right? So you're not talking about estrogen. You talk about estrogen supplements here, but you don't say anything over it here. You talk about PCOS supplement here, but it says nothing about that here. So I like that it says 30-day supply, and it's 60, so that means it's 2 a day. But what it's not showing me is that what it is. So I would like to see this along the lines of something like, let's do a little mock-up time. Right, so I would say if you had, given this is not a good example because it's a capsule and this is not the best example, but if you got a picture that looks like yours outside here in relation to that, you would want to have something like that. And then if there's an ingredient that's in there, I don't know if there's an ingredient that is like an estrogen type of ingredient. What does pure ingredients, like what is theirs compared to yours, right? So you're having, what's your ingredients here? Quality supplements you could trust. Okay, but tell me why. High quality ingredients. You don't talk about the ingredients. So what are the ingredients? You keep on saying they're good, but tell me what the ingredients are. So if I look at the bottle, it's going to tell me, it's not going to, here we go. So so Caro Nostal. So let's take a look here. Caro. So there's something like this, right? So that kind of plant, is there a plant? So something like this. I don't know why this didn't come up on Amazon, but the way you're doing this is how you need to be doing it. PCOS supplement. It says very clearly what it is, right? You are talking about helping with PCOS, but you're not saying that here. So if you were to remove something like here, instead of, if you were to remove the part that says includes natural ingredients, right? Let's say you did, let's do this. So we just remove that. Magic, look at that. So we remove that, right? And now we do, I'm not good with text, so don't rate my text here. But if we did something along the lines of PCOS, and then I did, I can't type that. Again, I'm not good at text at all, but by doing something like this, you're going to be able to say, okay, from the listing now, you can showcase very clearly that you're a PCOS supplement, right? So that room that you have on your sticker includes natural ingredients. That's not doing anything because you're not saying what the ingredients are. So there's no value prop to that. But there is if you do a PCOS supplement because that's clearly what it is. So I would lean into something like this and look into, maybe I can't see that on camera. Hopefully, whoa, hopefully you see that. Something like this is going to pay in dividends for sure. Can I curve the text? Ooh, fancy. Let me see this. Oh, wow. I'm getting very, my skills in Canva are getting very good. Something like that. I hope that helps. It would be money better spent to do something like that. We're going to be a lot, it's going to help you convert a lot more. Something like this. Hope that helps, Calvin. Ray says, can you please review this ASIN? Sure, Ray. Ray, anyone a Disney fan out there? My kid's been watching Princess and the Frog and the little firefly. His name is Ray, and he speaks like he's Cajun from Louisiana. He's like, my name is Raymond. Everybody calls me Ray. B081 EX 73 CP. Let's see what we got here. So Busy Wax Original Blend, cast iron and carbon steel seasoning. Okay, so Ray. Why am I clapping, Ray? Because clearly you have a good product. What you don't have is a good listing. And I'll tell you why. You're selling 788 units over the course of the last 30 days with a listing that has almost nothing. You have very low title keywords. You have no bullet points. You have no secondary, tertiary, other images in your photo stack. You have no A+ content. You got to grow product. Now, just imagine if you're doing 788 units every 30 days with a listing that's, if your listing was here, you don't think your sales will follow with that? That being said, let's take a look here. Let's go back. Was this the main listing? Yeah. So people clearly know your product. So you need a better job with merchandising because that's going to help you take your overall scale of your products to the next level. So, okay, let's talk about this. Your original blend, cast iron and carbon steel seasoning. I don't know what that means, right? So we need to educate people. Let's do a little search. We need to educate people on exactly what that means. So here you are. Here's your competitor, right? And here is, I guess, a competitor too. They have it in a little deodorant thing. That's a little weird. So let's go on these guys right here. So you see they're doing merchandising. They're talking about exactly how you apply it, what it looks like before and after, why it's good, made in the US, steps on how to do it. And they're moving a little bit more units than me. Than you. Sorry, than me. I'm trying to steal your product idea. They have the brand story module down here, and they're going into it, right? They're giving education as to why them, here, other oils, why it's important, all this other kind of good stuff. You need this. You need this merchandising. They're well merchandised, and they're doing a little bit more than you. So that means your product's better than theirs. So can you imagine if yours was merchandised well enough? Let's take a look at this one. I get the ease of use and why it's in the deodorant kind of stick. It's easier to apply, but it just reminds you of deodorant. So they're showcasing why food looks better. It's not going to stick to it as much. Innovators, how it applies. That's actually pretty smart. So you're not merchandising that right now. You need that. You need a picture of the product open. You need to have an image, showcasing made in the USA. All this other kind of secondary images, right? Us versus them. Proudly made in the USA, something like this, I would say. We're playing with Canva today. I would do something along the lines of this. This is going to speak volumes, even if it's something like this. Something along that line, right? So actually your packaging is this way. But then again, you don't want the flag that way. I don't know, something along these lines is something you'd want to have on the packaging itself. And then in your secondary and tertiary images, you'd want to have like one where the canister is open. So you if you do jar cream photos, I'm not saying this is what your product looks like by any means, but you'd want to have something along the lines of like, and that's not a good example. Let me see. Hair wax. That's like a hair wax kind of. No. Hair. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, you'd want to have something like this where it's open, showing the inside of it and the application. And then if you're doing like a cast iron skillet, right? You want to showcase like, okay, what a cast iron skillet looks like before and after using your product, right? So something like this as an image and showing all the infographics pointing it out. You'd also want to do like something like a split image where you can do can duplicate it and then do something like this where you're doing like a dirty version of it, and you can edit the photo to make it look a little bit more funky, something like that. And anyway, you could show like us and them and stuff like that. So you really kind of want to merchandise that. You got a good product, but the listing is severely under optimized. So listen, Ray, I'd love to help you out. Contact me. We can turn this turn the heat up on this skillet. No pun intended. Hi, John. I'm sure you're tired of my listing by now, but one last one. I'm never tired of listings. That's why they pay me the big bucks. I'm never tired of listing reviews. Let's go. B0B. What was I going to say? Bob. W7 SRNHJ. Oh, never tired of this. So we're talking about the old dogs sleeping and how it's machine washable, right? So yeah, this is definitely good. You're talking about the bigger dogs. You're talking about the dog relaxing. I like this. Okay. Ultra soft. Did you take away the human foam? I think you had something last time that says human foam, human grade quality. Don't do that. We're not eating the foam. Take away human grade quality. Say so. I know what you're trying to say. Say something more along the lines of like, great looking luxury bed, same quality as your own, or something like that. Like the same quality as the one you sleep on, or something. But definitely don't say human. Human grade means something like edible, like food. So stay away from that. I like this image. I like the removable cover, washable. This looks really good. Talk about orthopedic. No, that this main image looks pretty good. 1 year warranty, premium bed. I don't know if I told you this for an orthopedic. Yeah, this is very good. I would say if I was going to say something else to this image, I would say, and I'm on this kick today of doing this, I would say, bear with me, everybody. I don't know why I keep on going back to this one like this. Let's say, something along the lines of I don't know, like something like seeing your dog approves, or something like this. I don't know. Maybe not seeing your dog approve. I'm saying the wrong verbiage here, but you want to say like orthopedic, hips and joint something like this. Like talking about hips and joints. Again, I might be saying the wrong words that I want to be saying here. And I don't know if, let me see this. Hips and joints, no, don't say approved support. Sorry guys, when I get in the zone of this kind of crap, let's see here. And then something like a green check. I would do something like this. Yeah, something like this would definitely help because we're talking about orthopedic, we're talking about hips and joints. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would do really well in telling the story about that because you're selling orthopedics, so we're talking about the dog. Yeah, no, overall, you did a really good job since we spoke last time. I know that Ryan pulled out the before and after. Yeah, you got premium A plus, machine washable. We're talking about that. No, it looks really good. I like it. I like the UGC kind of content you guys have as well. Great job. Yeah, but assist with the conversion here by talk more about that, the hips and joint support. I know your target demographic of this is going to be old dogs. So I would say even if you got remove something here to make space for it, if you got rid of like the removable, and is that spelled right, by the way? How do you spell removable? You got a typo here. So removable spelled wrong in your image. So there's an E here. There should be no E. So that's one thing you want to fix right away. So while you're fixing that, maybe take out the word 1-year warranty or something like that and look into doing like hips and joint support because you're gearing towards the older kind of dogs. But yeah, fix that typo for sure. And then look into utilizing this space here. I hope that helps. Calvin says, thank you. It's really hard to communicate with my client to discuss everything. Oh yeah, so that's about the supplements and stuff. Yeah, you want to be able to really kind of lead into that. So when we're talking about that PCOS support and stuff like that, yeah. Cyber says, I think orthopedic is spelled wrong, or might be a US. Oh no, that's how you spell orthopedic. It might be a UK US thing. But no, that the orthopedic is spelled right. It's the word removable that's spelled wrong. Okay. Scott says the Buzzy Wax guy had close to the same revenue, in my humble opinion, only because his price was 50% off the Amazon choice. Oh, okay. So I didn't even look at the pricing on that one. Here. Where was Amazon's choice? Oh no, we did this, and then we did the cast iron. So he's 725 at that volume. I see what you're saying. So you're thinking more, it's probably, Scott, you think more is the volume play, right, for the pricing? So Amazon's choice, where was that one? Where's an Amazon's choice up here? But yeah, I see what you're saying there, the more about the volume play, like the pricing wise. So yeah, their pricing is much lower versus this one. So there's less volume, or more volume, but the price point's lower. So yeah, that does make sense. I wonder if it is a price play versus a value prop of the actual product. But then again, it's a 4.6 out of, that seems to be the running average. So maybe Buzzy Wax could be charging a little bit more for their product. Interesting to see. Yeah, maybe he's undercharging, and that's the reason why it's actually performing really well. Interesting insight, Scott. Absolutely. What else we got? Rough says Google, while orthopedic is the most commonly used, especially in English, orthopedic is more traditional, academic, and British. Yeah, I would say that orthopedic is the standard way here in the U.S. and most Amazon shoppers are not the traditional academia of the space. But rough lines, what'd you say? The image really looks like it's just waiting for search suppression. Product is like 10% of the image and mostly text. Oh, you're talking about this one here? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. In the dog bed space, it's going to be a little bit different. Every kind of category is going to have their own little nuance. So the way you can tell is if you're going to be search suppressed or not, or if the likelihood is high. Take a look at your space, right? So what's everyone else kind of doing? So I see how having that box in the background could be problematic, but understand I think the tactic that they're going with is similar to this. How putting the package of what it comes with and use that as merchandising efforts. So I think that's the running trend with that. So you can see how everyone is putting their box in there because they're adding that value prop. They're not doing a great job on it. They're just putting their name brand. They should be putting something else on that box to help with the conversion. But you could see that that's the concept behind it for sure. Also, I could see from these photos, like the Photoshop jobs in the pet space are really poor. Like this guy doesn't even look like he looks like he's drowning in that thing. This one doesn't even, this thing looks so firm that he's not even sinking down into it. It's not that hard to get a dog to lay on a dog bed. I mean, if you're going to double down on this and make a business out of it, I mean, there's dogs everywhere. I mean, you should be able to get a dog to sit on a bed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Just type in ortho on Amazon and see what suggestions Amazon gives you. Yeah. Oh, ortho is actually a brand name. You're probably talking about it on the drop down here. So ortho, see, orthopedic. Yeah, that's the proper way. It's not the other way. Scott says odd because then try OrthoPay and others show up too. Yeah, OrthoPay. That's interesting. I wonder too if we do this, our UK sellers going to come up. So what they're doing, so that's interesting. I forgot who it was with the listing. So it may be perhaps on the back end keywords or in your copy, you want to do both the UK and the US to take advantage of both of those. So that's always a big thing for typos, misspellings, and stuff like that. So I would add that UK way of spelling orthopedic somewhere in your copy as well, so that you're ranking for it, because obviously other people are ranking for it as well. That's a good point, guys. Appreciate it. We're all collaboratively working together here. Cyber says, I think those sellers need to hire a better quality model of dog. I don't think those dogs are feeling it on the bed, pun intended. Yeah, a lot of these dogs are kind of just hovering over. Like these look real. This one doesn't. That one looks weird. This looks real. It's not that hard. Like you could. What is this? There's no way this is a real thing. There's a human dog bed. I gotta take a screenshot of this. I've never seen this. It's a dog bed for people. Wow. What a world we live in. Crazy. But yeah, if you have a product where you can use a real person or a real dog, always just make it easier and just go get a dog and put them in a picture. It's not that hard. It's really easy. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad to help. AR, Amazon retail? No, arbitrage? No, that's RA. AR freelancer. Can I ask a question about wholesale FBA? Yeah, you can. I'll give you my honest feedback on it, but yeah, absolutely. I'll do my best to answer you for sure. I'm not a big fan of wholesale FBA, and I'll tell you why. and anyone that wants to hear about that, I'm happy to talk about it. There's a lot of people on TikTok. And by the way, if you guys are on TikTok, go ahead and follow my TikTok account. I created a new one here called, let me show it to you guys so you can take a look. So that right there, it's at Amazon Seller Help. And I'm posting some videos up there as well, talking about, and here, maybe you could do a screen grab as well to do my QR code. Oh my God, we're living in the future. So anyone wants to add me on TikTok, go ahead and grab that QR code right there and add me because I'm doing some cool videos. I'll hold that there for a second. But I'm doing a lot of videos on TikTok talking about how there's a lot of these gurus out there on TikTok are saying, oh, you know, Amazon FBA, wholesale, contact a brand, get the product, wholesale it. I sent in 10,000 bottles of shampoo to FBA and, you know, I made $10,000 in my sleep. That's not the case, right? So understanding that you run into a lot of problems with that where people don't realize that when you do wholesale FBA, if you're not getting exclusivity on a product, which almost no one's going to give you if the product's really moving well, you're going to be a race to the bottom with so many other sellers. I showed an example of how someone was selling something with 28 offers in the offer box under the buy box. So only one person won the buy box, obviously, and I think the offer was $18.10, and then other 20 something offers were $18.11, $18.12, $18.13, $18. So all you're doing is constantly repricing to beat someone by a penny to get the buy box to have those sales. And it's super frustrating because you're building a brand or trying to build a brand that's not yours, you know, so you have no control over the A+ content, the listing, the SEO, none of that, unless you have exclusivity. On a new account, grocery category is good or not? Grocery category on a new account. It depends on the product. It depends on if it's glass or not. I would not get into that. It also depends on if it's a popular product, like a name brand, or if it's not a well-known name brand. If it's not a well-known name brand and it's grocery, it's consumable, it's probably not going to do that well. Why, AR freelancer, would you not focus on building your own brand? Why are you looking to wholesale? The idea of wholesale FBA is more along the lines of like, oh, it's easy, it's already selling. Like I get that. With like the Dial, the Colgate, the Crest. Let me buy 2 pallets of Crest toothpaste and send it to Amazon. I'll only make 50 cents a unit, but I'll blow through all of them because it has a rank of 8,000 or something like that. Outside of that, I don't see any reason why you would spend time and effort to do that unless it's a really high, well-known name brand. But even that runs its problems. You might be gated for a certain brand, or you might be gated for that category, and you could very easily get ungated. But I just believe in more building your own brand. So you say which category is recommended for new accounts? There's no real, I mean, you have to get ungated on whatever categories you're gated on now. But I would look into building your own brand. What do you like, AR freelancer, in your life? Do you like games? Do you like health and wellness? Are you into supplements? Are you into pets? Focus on what you know, and then go out there and fix a problem in the market. When you have a problem, when someone has a problem and you fix it, you turn the product from a want to have to a need to have. And when you make a need to have product, it's going to always do well. That's kind of my 2 cents on that. Scott says, I hear the commercial music now. Does your dog mess up your sheets? Try our new human dog bed. Yeah, I don't know. That's bizarre. I don't know why people are doing that. He says, haha, brother, I asked for wholesale FBA. No, I know what you asked for. I just can't give you the best advice on that because you want to know the best category to get into for wholesale FBA. Try and get Colgate toothpaste very, very cheap and sell it. maybe, but you're going to run into a lot of problems with that. So I can't really recommend the wholesale FBA model. Most of the people that hire us have their own private brand name labels and stuff like that because they're investing in themselves. So yeah, I know you're looking for that, but yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I hope to get the buy box. Yeah, you just gotta, with wholesale, you have to cross your fingers and pray that, hey, these other 30 guys aren't going to knock me out while I'm sleeping. People do that a lot. They'll people do really like sleazy stuff with wholesale FBA. Like what they'll do is they'll know with like repricers, at night you're not monitoring your pricing, and if you have a repricer, someone will drop their price low so your repricer matches it. Or there's a lot of dirty things that people do out there with wholesale FBA stuff that you kind of want to stay clear of. Roughline says, why not private label the product and you control the SEO, indexing, PPC, and listing? Yep. I tell people that all the time. Be in control of your own destiny, because these gurus out there that are on TikTok and YouTube saying, oh, I make money in my sleep just buying stuff on Amazon, wholesale, and selling it to Amazon, and it sells out. I make $10,000 in a day. Sure you did. What was the profit on that, right? Anyone can make $10,000 a day. You heard that right. Anyone can make $10,000 a day on Amazon. Gross. What's your profit on that, right? So they don't give you those specific numbers, these gurus out there. So be careful with that kind of stuff for sure. Which service you give in PL? What's PL? Not sure what that means. But Frontline says super dog flying faster than bullet. Yeah. You're welcome. Cyber says, I don't private label. I made my own products from scratch. Hooey. Yeah. That's the way that Amazon is going, right? So the days of, and I used to be there, years ago, more than 10 years ago, I worked for a cell phone accessory distributor, right? And we had a exclusive for AT&T bulk packaging stuff that wasn't on Amazon for OtterBox. And we were putting it in bulk packaging, sending thousands in, and they were selling out at crazy prices because no one else had them. But guess what happens? There came a day when OtterBox cut it and said, no, there's no more. So guess what? The business went under. The company went out of business. The company went out of business. The whole company that had like 7 people working went out of business because the whole business was built on another business. So it's scary that if you don't have your own product and your own brand, you don't have a lot of control of your own business. PL means private label. Yeah. So for if you have your own brand and stuff like that, we can help you with branding, product pages, A+ content, back-end SEO, ranking, all this kind of good stuff. Sahar says, I listed a product, which is Nivea lotion and wholesale FBA, but I received an email from Amazon that removed this listing because it's a restricted product, whereas other sellers on this project are selling this. Now, what should I do in this situation? Yeah, see, this is a big problem, right? So a lot of people do this and they run into these issues. Scott says, become an authorized reseller. Yeah, sometimes you can't, but you got to do it right. Otherwise you run into these issues. And I never like someone else being in control of my destiny, right? So for me, I got started with wholesale and I got your feet wet in it. But to really scale and grow on Amazon, you need to have your own brand. So you have control of the destiny. You can put yourself, like, for example, if, I don't know, I was trying to pick up, I got this cool new thing. I got a lavalier microphone, if anyone ever heard of that. You plug this into your iPhone, and then this is the microphone, and you talk like this. So, for example, let's say I want to get into lavalier mics, which I would never do that because electronics are a nightmare. But, maybe, for example, this clip here on most of them is crappy. I want to get into it. I want to make a stronger clip. I want to make a clip that ratchets, or maybe I want to make a foam piece that covers the mic that's a little bit better quality, or perhaps I want to make something half the size. If you're improving on something, right, that's already selling well out there, now you're owning it, and you're filling a need that's out there that's or a problem. Also, another cool thing that I got is this tripod. A little shameless plug here. This thing looks like a weapon, but this is a tripod for my phone. I just want to show you guys this. Breaks open like this. Right? And then it has like a piece over here for your phone, for this way or this way. But then it goes like bananas. It's huge, right? And the cool thing is you can break it. Like I'm about to break it. Hold on. Well, maybe it's not that cool. Oh, there you go. It goes like that. It has a remote here. And I'm like, maybe this is like old school news, but like, I don't know, this is so cool for me. Anyway. But yeah, something like this, for example, I would never get into because this is a cheap commodity product from China that no matter how much better you make it, I'm always going to buy the cheaper one because if it breaks, I'll just buy another one. So something like this, like a tripod stand or anything like that, I wouldn't get into. Let's take a look. The brand needs to tell Amazon that you can sell their ASIN. Yeah, good luck getting Nivea to say it's okay. Private label equals you own the trademark and barcode, so you control who can sell it on the right to sell the product. Yep, exactly. You control your own destiny. So with something like this, you have to. It's and anyone that has their own private brand or their own brand itself, you understand that, right? That you're in the pilot seat of your brand. So if you fail, it's your fault. If you succeed, it's on you, right? So I always like that because I never like someone else being in control of my success. But I bought the product from a wholesaler. Good luck getting Amazon to believe you, right? So you're going to have to show invoices that not only invoices, but invoices that Amazon is going to accept, right? So you always run this problem. So it's very hard. Rizwana says, hi, this is Rizwana from Pakistan. I applied for internship, but my application was rejected. What's the reason of rejection? Please tell me. Thanks. I don't know. I don't work in HR. Sorry. So with proper invoice, you bought it from a wholesaler. Yeah, I don't know. Try and look at your own brand. You bought Nivea lotion, maybe make your own lotion. Maybe go out there and beat Nivea at their own game and do your own private label stuff. Anyway, guys, we're at about time right now. So I appreciate everyone for hopping on today and chatting with me. As always, let me pull up my screen here so I can do my spiel. We are, did I not do it? My Amazon Guy, we're a full service advertising agency for Amazon sellers, taking care of everything top to bottom for you. You can reach out to one of our coaches here. I'm not on here. I know Jason wants to put me on here. I'm not on here, but you can always reach out to me. Ryan, toss up my email so everyone has it. john.aspinall@myamazonguy.com. Love to help you guys. And then also feel free to submit to an ASIN review, myamazonguy.com/ASIN. Our team will go ahead and get back to you with a nice curated video. Why is it not loading? With some opportunities on your listing and how we can help you improve and all this other kind of good stuff. Also, we've got a really cool SOP sale going on right now. So if you guys are interested in buying our SOPs, feel free to reach out to me directly because I will give you some extra discounting. But if you're looking for some SOPs, email me. Happy to help. Cyber says, good stream, Jonathan. I'll hit you up on TikTok. My name is John, not Jonathan. Get it right. Scott says, wholesalers often to try and dump product. Yep. But if you would have told them you were going to sell on Amazon, they might not have told you don't buy it. If they're legit. Exactly. Anyway, guys. Tune in on Friday of this week for an AMA, a podcast. Jason won't be there, but I will be having my co-host is going to be Thomas Fitzgibbons, one of our group account directors here at MAG, to answer all of your technical questions. So he is a big technical nerd when it comes to that. I am more of a merchandising nerd, so happy to help. As always, guys, love you all. Thank you for being part of this, and we will speak soon.